Hello, Primals. Today I want to talk about why men and women are not at war. There are simply differences that are being revealed to me in these unwavering times of uncertainty and change that a lot of people just don't really know where to go and who to turn to. A lot of people don't know who is who. And a lot of people are frightened and scared. Partially, I think that's due, careful with my words here, to the past 2 years of incessant lies that we've been told and that have been propagated in the world. I think that the last 2 years have shown us that as a society in the West, specifically in America, we have commitment issues. And we have a fear, I think, of committing again. We have a fear of pain. And yet, the more that we fear this lack of connection and commitment, and the more that we fear this pain, this fear of rejection, the more that there seems to be issues that arise in daily life, whether it's at work, whether it's with our neighbors, whether it's with our community. And I want to emphasize that demonic-like entities and spirits, which if you're not about that, then you're probably, if you believe in God, or if you believe in a higher being, then, or a higher purpose, then you must have some kind of understanding of what it's like to encounter a demonic entity, which I do think that narcissists, by the way, just kind of in reference to my last few videos, narcissists I do think are demonically possessed to some degree, and really shining the light, because this is what the Bible says, right? Is that the devil will come first as a angel of light, but it's a deception. I think that's where a lot of this fear of pain and commitment comes from, is that a lot of these times in previous relationships, whether it's men or women, there was a kind of, I wouldn't say a promise, but a intention to commit, and there was a disappointment that followed that because one of the partners didn't rise up to the occasion, and one of them, or maybe they didn't even rise up, maybe they fell and the other person wouldn't help them up. That's another possibility that causes commitment issues, because if you fall and there's no one there to pick you up, then you have to get up by yourself, right? But if somebody, like, that's not an issue. Like, if you're in a fight, like a boxing match, let's say, and you're one-on-one with your opponent, you're one-on-one with this demonic entity, metaphorically speaking, it's not going to be surprising to you if you fall and you have to get back up, because you're the only one in the ring with the devil. But if there's an angel, so to speak, of some kind on the sideline that claims to help you, that claims that he or she wants to help you get back up, but doesn't, that's when you start to lose your faith in commitment. But that's a mistake. That's an absolute mistake. We do not need to be afraid of commitment. In fact, it's cool to commit. It's cool to care. It's cool to have loyalty. Now, I don't say that you should, or one should, be blinding have blinding loyalty, but I am saying that there's a kind of reflection that we would need to have in order to understand the value of commitment. And a lot of these men and women are just, I think, afraid to look at themselves in the mirror honestly and see what really needs to be worked on. Now, I understand where these people are coming from. I understand. But today, when I was at the coffee shop, my morning routine, and minding my business, just getting my coffee, and one of the people there, I won't say which coffee shop this is, and I won't say the name of the person out of respect, but one of the people there was talking about how she was bragging about commitment issues. She was just bragging about it. And it threw me off because I thought, why would you want to announce that to the world? And why would you be so proud of that? Well, I think a reason that someone would be proud of having commitment issues is because they feel as though it is empowering to be on the side of desire. Like the fact that people may desire her was appealing. But this is something that we also know from the Bible as well, is that the flesh is weak, but the spirit is strong. And I'm starting to really think that people are more lost than ever. And I'm going to do everything that I can with the experience that I've had to uplift humanity, to empower people to prosper, and to understand the nature of fear, which is that fear is always going to be a factor in any endeavor that is worth chasing after or achieving. Any kind of dream that you have is worthless unless you can live it. That, and to live it truly, is even more difficult. Now, with that being said, I want to make a pledge myself to be more intentional with how I'm going about my commitments, and really think in the long run the value that I'm going to be able to instill in the lives of others. Because I think that's what the point of life really is, to a large degree, is that not like being okay to be hurt and being able to look at yourself at the end of the day, whether you did get that, whether you did fail, whether you did have that pain, whether you did have that disappointment, to be able to look at yourself honestly and truthfully and say that it's okay. That, I think, is going to be more valuable than anything else that you can do. And when you are able to tell yourself that it's okay, that's going to transpire into other realms of your life where you can help people be okay too. Because the more you criticize the world, the less there seems to be that is authentic and true and beautiful. And the more that we praise the works of creation, the happier things seem to be. I think that's one of the reasons why America was so great. I still believe in this country. I still believe in the values and the Constitution. I still believe in everything that is making freedom freedom. And true freedom comes with an intense commitment to uphold the self-evident truths of reality. And with that being said, I hope that this message was, well, entertaining and insightful and helpful to people out there that are going through these times. And to circle back to the main topic is that we are not at war with each other. We are to work together. That is going to be the way out. That's going to be also the way in. Pun intended. So with that being said, I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day. And may peace be unto you. Till next time.